Thank you for coming to A Time to Be Alive. I'm your host, Reed, okay? And today in A Time to Be Alive, episode 2, we'll be talking about financial statements, all right? So, y'all, today for episode 2, we're only going to cover 3 financial statements, all right? When there's 4, and really, to be honest, I feel like these 3 are very important if you're on a level of growing wealth and generational wealth. So today we're going to be talking about income statements, cash flow statements, and balance statements, okay? So before we get started, a financial statement is something that's going to help you personally or a business as a corporation or a LLC, whatever you want to be, anybody, to see where your money's going, track your money, like let you know or let the next business know that wants to invest into you, or a bank even much. Where is your money going? What's your money doing? How is your money working for you? How is your money communicating with other money, such like that? It's just like what can I say? It's like a ledger receipt, if you want to say that. So the first type of statement we're going to talk about today is income statements, okay? So I didn't have the other tripod. It's a run and gun shoot. I'm in the process of moving right now and just got a child, and y'all don't gotta worry about that, all right? That's gonna be on another episode down the line, all right, where we're gonna get real in depth, okay? So right now, right here on the Excel sheet, I have an income statement, okay? And so if you go through the income statement, you can see that it shows your revenues and it shows your expenses. Those are the 2 things on an income statement that you're really gonna have to worry about, okay? Because your gross sales and your returns and your allowances, they're going to equal up to your net sale. Everything on here is really self-explanatory. Once you get the business up and rolling, or once you get any type of cash flow, income, profit, whatever you want to call it, then you can start using financial statements, and it'll make your life way much easier, okay? So then your expenses obviously explains itself. It's expenses, things that you have to use in life, like natural necessities in life, like gas and groceries and a phone bill to communicate, things like that. So yeah, like on here they have insurance, internet, bad debt, rent, utilities, travel, and then they have other incomes, which would be like side hustles. Like anything you like to do, you can make that a side hustle no matter what. You just gotta hustle hard enough on it, okay? So if you like to sing, go try to make samples out here, okay? And then just show people that you really know what you're doing, okay? If you go like this video, all right? And don't forget to subscribe and comment down below, okay? So basically, on an income statement, it's going to show what I said at first, your revenues and your expenses. So the revenue is obviously what you make, and your expenses is obviously what you spend your money on. That money that you made, now you gotta go spend that revenue on expenses. So income statement will let you know where that money is gone and where did it necessarily come from, you know? Just like that, just like any financial statement to be exact, okay? So on episode 3, I will be going a tiny bit more in depth on the 3 statements, and I will be going much more in depth on the last statement, which is a business equity statement, okay? And I'm going to have a special credit guest host. Her name is Marsha, and I feel like it's going to be a great episode. Don't be afraid to stop by and learn something new, okay? And so for the second financial statement we're going to be talking about is cash flow statements, okay? Just because cash flow statements are a little like subdivision kind of balance sheets, okay? Balance statements. But with that being said, I would like to say I love cash flow statements. I feel like if you master cash flow, again, you're on the right track to generational wealth, okay? So with a cash flow statement or statements of cash flow, either one that you want to call it, you have your cash on hand at the beginning. Let me turn this back on. With a cash flow statement, you have your cash on hand at the beginning of the month, okay? Then also you have your cash receipts. Keep your receipts, all right? You got a business, you can write it off. We're going to talk about that in another episode, okay? Now, if you like these close-ups, also comment down below and let me know. All right, but then we have cash sales. Then we have collections
From CR accounts, we have loans, and then we have the cash position at the end of the month, okay? So it's very self-explanatory. Cash flow statements says it all in itself. It's basically a statement that tracks your investments, it tracks your money-making hobbies, it tracks anything, like any outside source of money. You should put it in your cash flow statement so you can know where your money's going, all right? And as a business, you would really want a cash flow statement with no questions asked, because it's going to be the best thing to help you understand your business financially, which is really most of the reason why you get into a business other than your passion, right? Okay, so with that being said, cash flow statements are my favorite also because they work with multiple other statements. Like, they're all a subdivision of multiple other statements. Last financial statement we have is a balance sheet, okay? A balance sheet is basically keeping track of, all these sound kind of similar, but it's keeping track of your financial movement. If you're in a business or corporation, sole proprietorship, anything you want, is going to keep track of your assets, your liabilities, and it's just going to give you a summary of the whole business, okay? Let me show you that right now. I have the balance sheet here, and right here, it will show you your current assets, fixed assets, current liabilities, long-term liabilities, your owned equity, okay? I really should have got a camera for this. I left the tripod at the studio where episode 3 will be shot. Don't forget to come to the next episode, because it will be on all streaming platforms, and it will also be on YouTube, so you can look at my face and my guests, okay? Simple. All right, but back to this and this struggle right now, because if you want to learn, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a struggle, all right? So we're from the struggle to learn this, all right? So with a balance statement, it's going to show you your overall summary. Down here, it shows you your assets, which will be your current assets, fixed assets, long-term assets, investments, things like that, properties, and then it will show you your liabilities. So you should want to look at this. All right, this is what you want to keep to a minimum, of course. So back to the summaries. Obviously, if you go through your assets and your liabilities, you could break things down to the detail. But right here, we have your current assets. In the balance sheet, I would say they're also my favorite, because a balance sheet will be very detailed. It will show you like every little thing that you're missing to understand, all right, this is how this business is going to make me some cash flow, okay? And if you understand a business sheet, you can understand an income statement, you can understand a cash flow statement, and also, like on episode 3, we're going to be talking about business equity statements. You can learn about all that through each statement from the next statement. It's crazy how business statement work, but it's all about how you use it, just like how you use this knowledge right now. I didn't go in depth in the statements. I just let you know what they were, just like a little scratch on the surface. So I would like for you to come to episode 3, where we will go in depth on the topics of financial statements and how to build good credit and bad credit, okay? This was a quick episode just to come to y'all and show y'all that I love y'all, okay? Time to be alive. My name's Attba. I'm your host. Be back for next Sunday. It's going crazy. I'm out.